Good morning, Krislabellaville. DeWitt's construction is officially open. Let's get to work on those project deadlines.
Hello, everyone. I hope you have been safe, happy, in love with whomever, whatever it may be, and remember to make memories. The memory we're going to make today is building DeWitt's construction workspace. All right, as always, we are starting with the collection of things that I have been stacking up for a while. Okie dokie. So we got the walls up. Over here, I like how that almost looks 3D, but it's part of the wallpaper that me and Gemini came up with. And this was one of the ones I did a screenshot of. That's why you see that. And I think that would look very nice and masculine in this room. We chose to go with the exterior paint. With the paint to be the gray. Those are cardstock papers. I bought like a big huge pack of them, different colors, and that's also what the blue is that goes with that. I wish it was a hint bluer, darker, like I don't know, like a navy blue instead of like a royal blue. Then on the outside of the building, I chose to go with green because I hadn't used it yet, and then I chose to go with a light brick to contrast with the light wood panel that's in the design for that. Now I actually like this, and they put like his name on there and the little shells. It looks as if it's actually there. I just burned the mess out my finger with the hot glue gun. That's gonna be a boil. But it got pipes. It has random tools on it and stuff like that. But one of these walls I'm going to put some cork paper on, and instead of peeling it off because it's an adhesive cork sheet, I'm going to just put dabs in the corners and put it on there so I can use it again at another time if I want to. I try to do that as much as possible. So a lot of the things that I got from the thrift store, I want to stage in here. Excuse me. Like this right here, I got from the liquidation store. I filled it with a lot of things. I had a calendar made to go in here. Some of the other designs that I chose not to use from Gemini. It's filled with a lot of goodies because I'm also gonna try to put his workout stuff in here and things like that. So I got his workout bag, records and stuff like that. Try to see what I can put around here. Katana, lights. This I want to use as like a table that he's possibly working on or something that's supposed to go in here. And that's a coaster. All that stuff came from the thrift store. I have saws that go with my actual handheld saw that attaches like to the drummer tool and stuff. These are the weights, some drinks, a little wheel that came in one of those bags I got from the thrift store. I'm just gonna like put it as a design on the wall somewhere. And I'm trying to make up my mind if I'm going to leave this white, but right now I have like 0 navy blue spray. So when I get off work tonight, I'm gonna try to stop and go get some, or at least have some ordered delivered to the house while I'm not here. So I'm gonna put all the little things around to see where we're gonna put them, if we're gonna put them in at all. Because y'all know I'll sit up here and have these big dreams of where I want stuff to go, and then, you know, this room is but so big and I don't want to go bigger than this. Oh god, I just dropped everything. This one right here came with a Barbie set that has like the little base making set to it. I like the top of this because that's what color I want all his stuff to be. I'm gonna most likely pop this wheel off. I'll leave the vase mold there so I can actually use it whenever I want to. And this also has an easel in it. And I have like blueprints and stuff like that that's supposed to go in here. So I'm gonna put that on the easel. And I found a wrestling ladder. Obviously that's too small for my man, so I'm gonna have it where it's just like on the wall in the background that's clutter. And we got some TVs. And what else? Definitely got to put him a basketball hoop in here. And then I have some random stuff here, like some hinges. Got to make sure I put his Jaguar sign on the wall. I have his chainsaw, his tools. I brought this bag in here because I want the keys, because I'm trying to see if I can put one of the cars in here. And we have like the thumbnails. And this from the record player series. I'm gonna put it somewhere around up there. Probably put it on top of that blue stand, because we don't want everything to be too matchy because that's not how most people garages look. We want it to look slightly chaotic but a little bit organized. So let me get back to it. Okay, so these are the bones of everything. Of course, I'm making this space so we can open things later. As you can see, I made a pin board over here. I have the easel there. That candle doll making stand, I turned it into like his wash space to hold some of his containers and his calendar or whatever. The vase space, I just put some mats on it, and I had to brace the feet and build a bench across so to be like a little shelf up under there. We have his blueprints and everything, getting ready for his next project. And that's also what's on the easel, and a few of the plans are rolled up right there. I made the top of this. These containers, these 3 wooden containers, all came from the Dollar Tree. They had everything marked down from, the Family Dollar Tree, and they had them marked down for like $1, so I bought a few. This is that organizing drawer that used to be in DeWitt and Michelle's house. It used to be blue. I just spray painted it with the metal spray paint, and I made the feet out of clothespins. The rest of the clothespin pieces, like the metal parts, that's what I cut up and put in those jars over there by his hand washing station. This will be his briefcase or case that he carry his documents in. I just cut them up, and I'm gonna put some I'm gonna organize it and stuff later, but not in this video. Few things for the cars, some oil, turtle wax solution, and this right here is that cabinet that we got from the liquidation store. It originally came from Target in the Bullseye area. It was $5. I got it for $2 from there. I lined the inside to match the wall paint and the back of the drawer, and I got a few of his signs and paperwork that I'm gonna hang up later. I was thinking about taking the face of it off and putting the TV in there, but right now I like that it can open and close, and that's why I chose to put it on that area. Closer look at the documents. So you can see my boy's busy. Those are those metal pieces that I told you about. Right there. There's the keychain, a calendar piece. I just made it look like the calendar was coming off, so it'll look as if it's about to be pulled. I just rolled up a few more of those blueprint sheets. My husband printed out multiple, so I just rolled them up, and the ones that I used I put over there in the area. But I think it's a good space for the bones of everything.
I got their bodies switched over,
He got a Ken Dream Bestie body, and she got the melanated yoga girl body. That's why she ain't got no shoes. So I'm finna put all three of them in work attire so they can look like they about to get busy. And now that I got them all switched over, we're finna open up a few of the things that I showed y'all in the beginning, and we're gonna start with the basketball goal. I got this from the Dollar Tree. It had 3 others like soccer, golf, and hockey, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But these will be my TV screens. They'll either be watching their favorite show, Will Trent, or they'll be listening to the news via Anchorman. But let's look at these units and watch me put them together. Of course, I'm not gonna leave the whole thing in here because, you know, he just want to be throwing some trash in the trash bag. So now that y'all have watched me horribly try to make them baskets, I'm going to hot glue this. I'm making sure I put it in a nice space. I was thinking about just doing the backboard part, but I was like, nah, you know what, this will help with support and stability of it because it has that little notch in it, and I would have had to, that would have been the whole thing. But I got a little cup and I cut the bottom of it out, and I cut that into half, and that's where the balls are sitting. Now I'm finna just put the screens that I made on some black foam board, cut it out, and let's start opening some stuff. With the chainsaw all assembled, it looked pretty good while he's holding it. It's more like a miniature chainsaw, if anything. And now let's move on to the tools. They are all metal pieces. I try to search up stuff like keychains, nail charms, and see which ones I think will work for them. I knew it was going to be kind of on the smaller side, but I was okay with that. Same with the chainsaw. All those pieces that came from Shein, you know, I'm gonna say it however I want, but I like the size when it came to certain parts of this collection of metal tools. But it's okay for they beginner tools. They'll get more advanced as stuff goes on. I just try to like 3D print some later. Tools are now in their hands. I even put some in the interior decorator's hands just so you can see a size comparison. And they just got the nail glue tabs in their no, I put double-sided tape. Normally I put the nail glue tabs, especially if it's something that's metal and a little bit heavy. So I just trimmed the TV with black. I overcut on the foam so it'll have a frame around it. And we're just gonna put this in one of the corners and let that be until I advance it later and add different things like sports and stuff like that to go on their TV. Normally I line it, but I think that frame was good enough for now. All right, I'm putting our makeshift TV up here, and I think that's a good size for now. I do want to go a little bit bigger because, just like I said, this is going to end up being a gym space as well. And I'm showing you how, because I laminated these, I can put like a little slit of hot glue or double-side tape, and I could take that off and change the channel, air quotations, whenever I want to. That's why I have him print out multiple shows in different sizes.
We need to give this project everything we've got. Absolutely. We are going to knock this out of the park.
I'll make sure the interior is both functional and gorgeous.
Let's get to work then.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.